But the next day, Lee realises that all this extra metal makes the tailgate weigh more than 20 kilos, and so it's almost impossible to lift by hand.
The weight that Leepu's put into this tailgate is absolutely amazing. I mean, some people couldn't even bench press what's got in there. It needs a lot of strength in it, and hydraulics is the only way, I think. There's a motor here, and inside there is a pump. There's fluid in this chamber, and what it does is it pumps the fluid around these pipes here up into the hydraulic rams, which are on there, which it will raise or lower the tailgate. Right, this moment of truth, see if it works.
That's an R, huh? Mechanical R. I mean, these are not something new, but still we're introducing in our cars. This is beautiful, you know.
After his experience with Sean, Leepu is learning to delegate, not only with Lee and the hydraulics, but also with Julian.
Leepu's given me the job of making the dashboard. This is Perspex. I make it into black tint, so it's all black. So when the ignition's on, I've got a digital display, and all the clocks will light up. We turn it off, it all goes black again. So it's kind of cool.
Now they've done so much work on the car, Bernie's convinced they can win back their client, Martin Kemp.
Just called Martin Kemp. I've persuaded him to come down tomorrow. I know he's going to love that car. It's not going to let him down, and it's going to go fantastic. We've got all the other problems all sorted out, so I know he's going to be happy.
You should like the car though, because a lot's changed from when you saw it last. There's a massive tailgate on it now, all the arches are on, a lot more shape to the car now, so hopefully he's going to be pleased with it. Well, fingers crossed.
But will Martin have the vision to see beyond this tacked-up hunk of metal? Coming up, Martin Kemp returns to the garage.
Every time you go to show me something, right, there's a problem and it's not working.
And delivers Chop Shop a tough message.
We cannot have a repeat of what happened at Santa Pod.
It will be done.
Leepu wants to be the greatest car designer in the world.
Yeah. That's a promise.
And his gangster car is due to be revealed at Rockingham Racetrack's GT event in just 2 weeks' time. Client Martin Kemp is due to see it tomorrow.
Hopefully he's going to be pleased with it. Well, fingers crossed.
To make doubly sure they get Martin back on side today, Bernie's been in touch with his friend who runs a GT racing team.
Well, I'm going to see my old mate Robin at RPM. We go way, 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 way back. And I'm going to ask him an extra special favour at Rockingham. And this will definitely cement the deal with our client, and we'll be able to keep Martin Kemp.
Team RPM are in Northamptonshire, and Bernie needs to get there and back in time to greet Martin back at the Chop Shop garage.
Yes, don't fade me.
How are you?
Well, thanks.
Team RPM includes the reigning Drivers' Champion in British GT.
Hi, guys. Don't let me stop you working.
Tell me, what can we do to help you?
As you know, I need a little bit of help with Martin Kemp. If I can convince him that we've got someone like you
Bernie,
racing...
we go back a long way, and already I've got a really cool idea. What if we were to showcase the car for you at the first round of the championship? Go out
Seriously?
and get... Yeah, why not? Get the current British champion to go and do a lap in it.
That is going to impress him like mad, and you're going to showcase the car again?
I'll do it.
Oh,
I'm absolutely... It'd be my pleasure for old time's sake to do it for you.
That would be fantastic. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, mate.
So, even better than Bernie imagined. Not only is the gangster car going to be revealed at a Rockingham GT event as part of Team RPM Racing, but it'll also be thrashed around the track by their British champion driver.
Thanks so much for everything.
Thanks a lot.
Take care, guys.
Job done. Bernie's to get back to the Chop Shop in time to see Martin. Back in Bethnal Green, Martin's on his way to the garage, and the boys are getting nervous.
Martin Kemp's coming down today. It's the first time he's seen the car since Santa Pod. He didn't like the car at Santa Pod because we had a few mess-ups.
It doesn't take a scientist, does it, to see that it's not ready? Guys, it's not happening.
Martin, I'll give you a call.
We've come across all the problems now, done the bodywork's looking fantastic. All the lads have worked so hard on it.
Martin wanted an American drag racer look to the bonnet, but Leepu has decided to come up with an air scoop idea of his own.
We used what Martin Kemp wanted as a guideline. He wanted like a big air filter sort of thing coming out the top of the bonnet. We couldn't do that because it means a big hole in the bonnet where it's going to leak water. It's not the same engine, it's got to go on like a V8. This is a 2-litre turbo, so with all the electrics and pipes and that, we couldn't do that. We've just done the best we could along the guideline of what he wanted.
I walked away from Santa Pod thinking I wasn't going to take it any further. But Bernie's convinced me to come back. I asked for the engine to come through the bonnet as that kind of dragster kind of look, that kind of American muscle. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what they've done with that, how good the engine will look if they've kind of chromed it up.
This is the Chop Shop's last chance to get Martin back on board, and now more than ever they need Motormouth Bernie to talk them out of trouble. Unfortunately, he's still on his way back from the RPM racing team.
Morning, guys. How you doing?
How good?
You doing, Leepu? You okay?
Well, Martin, what do you think about the whole car now?
What happened to the engine that we asked for that was going to come out here? So what's the problem with lifting it up through the bonnet like I asked for?
Well, a V8 will be a proper engine to stick out through the bonnet because it's symmetric, and this is a front-wheel drive engine. It won't look that good.
I'm not sure we're on the same level, to be honest.
In Bernie's absence, Leepu steer Martin towards the car's good points.
The boot, it's going to be operated by hydraulics.
Right.
It will open by itself automatically. That's Lee's taking care of it, whole mechanism.
Right.
So this is going up.
It ain't going to work.
He's working on it.
Needs to have that one on as well.
See, this is the problem. Every time you go to show me something, right, there's a problem and it's not working, which makes me worry. If I'm driving up the M1 with my boy, the last thing I want to end up doing is calling the AA out to a car that they don't understand. I know if Bernie was here right now, he'd be doing all this, saying, it's going to be all right, it's going to be all right.
But Bernie isn't there. In his haste to get back, he's taken a shortcut and discovered that his van has no off-road potential.
Fuck it. Oh, fuck's sake! I'm in the middle of bleeding nowhere and I'm stuck in a fucking field.
He's never going to make it back in time to give Martin the good news about being showcased at the event, or be able to talk down an increasingly irritated client.
So let's have a look at the paint. What paint have you got?
Well, Jules,
That's what one of our cars was done in.
And what about this? Has this been used?
it's
We
blue.
haven't used that yet, no. That one, it's like it's got a red tinge to it, it's got red flake in it.
Well, let's put a few less flakes.
Less flakes.
Yeah, less. It's got to be black.
The dash, we've got all new dials.
Oh, wow, that's good.
But it's the mechanic's dashboard that eventually starts to thaw Martin's cold exterior.
Push button starts.
Yeah.
Digital speedo. Right. Speed and digital.
Oh, wow. What's this?
Ignition on off.
Oh,
So ignition on, press the button, car will start.
that's fantastic. It's very Batmobile, isn't it? Very
It's
Batmobile.
about fire a rocket, isn't it?
Yeah.
Eventually, it's Leepu's design that seals the deal.
I love the lines you've got. I think the lines are fantastic.
Thank you.
And this old piece here looks like... when I was a kid, I used to have the old Corgi Batmobile. And it's very similar to that, isn't it? The way it lifts up. OK, guys, listen. I think the car looks fabulous.